Lena, Dollface, so good to see you.
Jonathan, lovely to see you as always.
Yeah, it's always, yeah. Your sister, she wanted me to tell you she's not gonna be able to make it today.
Oh,
You know, she's doing that new movie?
yes,
And
yes.
they had to reshoot some scenes, so you know they called her in this morning. It's gonna be an all-day thing. You know.
Oh, yeah, she's very excited about it. She hasn't, it's all she can talk about lately, it seems.
Well, you know, making a comeback's kind of a big deal, you know.
Of course. She's doing
Mimosa?
so well. I'm so proud of her. No, I think I'll just have some
My
tea
fifth
this
one.
morning.
They're really good.
Oh, 5. How did you didn't drive here, did you?
Oh, of course
Yeah.
not. I had the driver bring me. You
Oh,
know.
okay. Wonderful. That's good.
You know, I like to stay fit, so I don't have any, you know, medications or anything that I'm on. So, you know, this bod is peak.
Indeed.
You know, health.
So it is. I have a
yeah.
lecture I'll be handling in the afternoon, so I don't have a whole lot of time, but...
Oh, well, you know, enough time for brunch. The
Yes, of
bagels
course.
are really good
We've already
today.
made the reservation. There's no sense in wasting it.
The slot's booked out every month, same time, same day, same place.
It's true. Well,
Oh,
how are the children?
you know, they're doing great. Samantha, she's just, you know, doing a lawyer thing. And
of
then,
course.
Jimmy's he's doing pretty good, you know. His business is doing well, and his granddaughter, Heather, she's in the movie biz. She's on some, foreign job right now, doing like a something for PBS, I think. I didn't really get all the details. No, I know the producer, Mr. Walter Thomas, a little bit down on his luck, you know, a little bit of a low budget thing, but you know, it'll be good. It'll be good experience for her, you know. She's in all the audio stuff.
Yes, very good.
And
for
then her brother is almost done with doctor school.
Oh, wonderful. That's great news. I know he
Yes.
seemed to be struggling a little bit the last time I think we talked.
Oh, yeah,
But I'm
you know.
glad to hear that he's pulled through.
He finally picked one of the specialties or whatever. You're gonna be a
Oh,
gastroenterologist or something? I don't know. Stomach
I imagine.
doctor.
I
Something.
imagine your dietary choices might have inspired him a little.
Probably. I'm the perfect picture of health, you know.
Of course you are.
But how's your business doing? The Wintercroft stuff.
Oh, carrying on as always. They're keeping me quite busy. Lots of interesting little investigations going about.
Oh yeah? Like what?
Seems. Oh, well, let's see. Let me think. God, there's been so many. Well, I've had a group out, looking around to look into something in Peru. There's been some interesting stuff going on in South America. They've got
Oh,
a case they're
Oh yeah, that's
investigating.
where Heather's at, South America, somewhere real
Oh, is
south.
she?
Yeah. I don't remember which country. So.
Oh.
She said
so
she sent me a
they sh-
postcard.
Oh, very good. Yes, they should all be almost done, I think. They've been reporting in, but
That's good.
I'm expecting to hear something back soon.
Well, that's good, that's good. You know,
Oh, we'll see.
keeping you so busy, you should get one of those cell phones. The cellular phones I got now. Battery life. My new one, I got it right here. Battery life of up to 25 minutes.
That's quite impressive. I just try to make certain that I'm never too far from a phone. And besides, when you have a secretary, it makes things a little bit easier.
I imagine so, you know, I just, you know, in case of emergencies, I got the cell phone in case, you know,
No, of course.
someone needs to reach me. I mean, only 25 minutes, so it's not like I can just hang out and chat like I do at home phone, but you know.
Of course.
It's the
always
future,
good.
Lena, I'm telling you. Cellular phones is gonna be the future.
Yes, well, and once they make them a little bit smaller, I think I might invest. But at the moment, I don't
If
fancy
it's in a
carrying
briefcase,
I don't fancy carrying around a briefcase just for a phone.
then you put other stuff on it. You got like case files and shit, don't you?
Well, yes, but I'd rather not mix those sorts of things together, you know.
Well, could you, like, don't you have, like, class files, too? Like, student papers and things?
No, of course. But I try to keep that material quite separate from the case material, so you can imagine the disaster.
Yeah, I guess I could see that be bad to have them mix up.
Yes, I wouldn't want to be handing back any case files to students. Gods only know what they would do.
Yeah, vice versa. Imagine, you people trying to investigate, what is it? It's some old... Well, I mean, you send them and investigate old stuff all the time, don't you, actually? Might not be that
There's a decent chance that if I gave them student paperwork, they might actually come across something in the doing, but I'd rather not find out the hard way.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point. You're so smart, Lena.
I do try.
Yeah. Anything else exciting been going on? I mean, in your life?
No, not particularly. I've been enjoying the quiet when I can find it.
I'm too young to sit down and enjoy the quiet just yet. There's so much to do.
Oh, of course. How goes the networking across?
Oh,
the
I've been doing a
lots?
lot of investing. I hear Fox Studios is doing pretty good right now.
Oh, are they?
Oh, yeah. I
Yes,
can see some
what-
big
what-
pictures coming from them in the near future.
Yeah, I believe I've seen. They had something recently come out, didn't they? It's been a
All
bit.
sorts of things. Yeah. Oh, I missed the Star Wars train, but I'm gonna do something else.
Of course. Oh, yes, my son loves that movie so much.
Oh, Heather's obsessed with it. Yeah,
Is
I think
she?
that's partially what got her into the whole film stuff in the first place.
As well, that's certainly inspiring.
We all gotta be inspired by something.
That's true. Anyway, I do have some interesting lectures on the circuit lately across the universities.
Oh, sorry,
Oh,
I'm getting a call. One moment, just
Yes,
it's
of
right
course,
here.
please.
And people have this phone number. Hello? Huh? Hello? Oh, Heather. Hey. How you? This is it. Are you calling from South America? All right, this better be good. You know how expensive cross-country calls are. Especially out of country. I'm gonna shut up and let you talk, okay? Yeah, I'm with your great Aunt Lena right now. Yeah, we're having brunch. Yeah, you did the time zone conversion correct. Okay. I'm sorry, what? You want to talk to her? Okay. Apparently she didn't have your number memorized. Here's Heather.
Oh, yes, Heather, dear. Hello.
Hi, Great Aunt Lena. It's me, your grandniece, Heather. I hope I'm not, super interrupting your brunch or anything. But,
Not in the least. It's just your father and I here. It seems your mother is, filming. What's going on, dear?
well, Grandma's got a very busy film schedule. I'm on this film shoot for, a TV series, serial thing, documentary. And some weird stuff's been happening. The guy I really like, he's just so nice. He and 3 other people have gone missing. And
Missing?
yeah, I was wondering if I could hire your organization, because you have a detective agency, right? I was wondering if I could maybe hire them
course.
to look into it, because there's been some weird stuff going on.
All right. Heather, darling, you're going to have to explain a little bit more about what you
Okay.
mean when you say weird. Under what circumstances
All right.
did they disappear?
Okay, well, they went down in the submarine, a little mini research sub, and they haven't come back yet. Also, people in the area have been going missing on boats, and then the boats have been sinking or just floating back to harbor empty.
Underwater?
What do you mean from underwater?
They've just been disappearing. They've not come back from under the water.
Well, they're regular boats, most of them. But no, the guy I really like, Tanner Huntington, they went underwater in a submarine and he went missing. We're off, the coast of South America. We're on, Ushuaia, which is in, Tierra del Fuego. I've been working on my Spanish. And like
Tierra del Fuego.
Yeah, Tierra del Fuego. Yeah, the land of fire, or the end of the world, as they're calling it here. Yeah, Mr. Grimm, Mr. Jack Grimm. He's the one who funding all of this. And I'm not gonna lie, I think he's a little crazy. He keeps talking to this penguin, Doris. He will not set her down, carries her around everywhere. And he says everything's gonna be fine, but it's been a couple days and they're not back yet. I don't think everything's fine. Yeah.
All right. So.
Oh, and there's been some weird artifacts washing up on shore and stuff. And
weird artifacts. Do you have a description by any chance of what you've seen?
There's these weird magnetic little figurines that are really barrel shaped, with little feet at the bottom and a starfish, a little 5-pointed star on top. And then there's a pottery shard that we pulled up. There's this college professor there. He did a whole boring talk about it. And that's these people that are worshiping this figure that looks like the little magnetic figurines, maybe. And apparently the volcano in the area is getting more active. And let's see. Oh, there's these snails that we have to keep them boiled or else they die because they are I don't know, hot water snails or something. I tried shooting one, it didn't die. They're made steel shells or something. Anyways, things have been really weird. And there's been some sabotage. Someone slipped a note under all of our doors saying leave now, and then we didn't. And then the boat got damaged in a storm, but they fixed that. And then someone poured acid on some of our film, and they fixed that. And then someone ruined all the audio cables and they blamed it on me, and I didn't do it. Yes.
I believe you.
Thank goodness.
Foremost.
Okay.
I have a group that's investigating a different case at the moment in Peru.
That's in South America too, right? That's not too super far. I mean Argentina.
Correct. It will be an easier trip to send them as soon as they have finished to investigate this because I really think they should. And you, how many people are you with right now, Heather dear?
I'm alone. I took the phone and I took it into the maintenance closet, so I'm by myself right now. But there's the whole film crew's here, the producer, Danny, our video editor.
All right.
Mr. Grimm, he's still. We're all still here because they said the sub had a couple days of air, and so we were just wondering if maybe they're just having a really long time down there, or if they're having trouble. But there's a maintenance guy down there with them, so maybe you can fix it. I don't know, and I'm just very concerned.
I would recommend you don't go anywhere near the water in the meantime.
Okay.
And I will make absolutely certain to send a crew out there who will be qualified to assist you.
That'd be great. Do I need to make them a mission briefing like the one Grandpa makes?
That would be helpful. You have most of the information.
I do have a lot of footage because we've been Tanner was the camera guy, so he's all except the last day's footage. I've got everything that we recorded up to that point.
Good. Make sure you assemble it and ensure that you include everything you told me. Every name, every happenstance.
All right.
Make sure you let them know who is missing, under what circumstances that happened.
Okay, well, 4 people went down in a submarine and it just hasn't come back up yet.
Good. That is a good start. All right. Well, Jonathan, how long did you say this phone has life for?
It's got 25 minutes of battery life. You're probably looking at 18 now.
All right.
Sure you don't want a mimosa.
I want you to be very careful, dear. Stay vigilant and stay safe. Don't you dare go near the water.
Okay,
right?
I'll just stay at the hotel and go to the video store.
That would be wise.
Okay, I can do that.
I'll give you a call again soon at your hotel once I have some more information on the crew that is there, all right?
It sounds great. We're staying at Hotel Villa Brescia.
Hotel Villa Brescia. Got it. And what room are you in, dear? I'll call the front desk and have them direct me.
I'm room 207.
207. All right,
Yeah.
good.
Villa Brescia. I don't know how to say it. It's in Spanish. But yeah. It's a nice place.
Good.
Aside from the weird
Well,
stuff.
Yes, well, I need to do a little digging, and then I will be sending you some additional information I think you should know.
Okay. Thank you, Great Aunt Lena.
Of course, dear. Miss you. Be safe.
I'll try, and hopefully, like, I can show you this film when we're done.
Of course. Be delighted to see it. And, I suppose I should put your grandfather back on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hi, then. Yep. Okay. Yeah. No, it's okay. The phone bill will be fine. Your grandmother and I will handle it. I'm not that worried about it. Sounds like you're in quite a pickle if your great Aunt Lena's sending a whole team, not just a person. Alright, yeah, sure. Yes, love you too. Yes, remember just to, wear sunscreen if you're going out. I know you're not anywhere near the equator, but that's how the skin cancer gets you. That's what I hear about that. Alright. Yes, love you too. Yes, alright. Okay. Alright. Goodbye. Alright, well. Wasn't expecting that. It's gonna be like
Neither was I.
$400 phone bill. Whatever. Everything alright? You look a little pale.
Just thinking back to,
Sure you don't need a mimosa?
tempting, but I do still have that lecture in the afternoon. Just thinking back to Antarctica.
Oh, way back to Antarctica. That was like 50 years ago? 53 years?
It
7
was
months and 2
long-
days ago?
Long enough, I wish I could have put it behind me, but unfortunately, it's not entirely the case. I think we may have done something wrong.
Didn't you just, go out, investigate an old camp? You said you dug up, a T-Rex or something, and then you came back.
Something
What does
like
Antarctica
that.
have to do with South America?
I think some of the things that she's found, or has been a part of, might have drifted that way from
Oh, I should find a
Antarctica.
T-Rex or something. That'd be exciting.
Exciting is one word for it. Well, I am going to need to assemble my team.
All
I
right.
really hate to cut this short, dear, but
No. The grandchildren come first, I understand. But,
Yes.
if you need help or if you get lonely, just, let me know.
I rather think your wife would be delighted to have you on set, wouldn't she?
Oh, she always is. But, this sounds really serious. And so she would understand if, you're in emotional distress from something that happened,
I think
50
I'll,
years ago,
I think I'll be quite all right. You don't need to worry about me.
I'll send some mimosas to your office.
I'm certain the secretary will love them. In any case, I will pick up the bill today.
You sure? I've got it. That's fine.
It's all right. You've got a $400 phone bill to account for your granddaughter.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be at least that much. Continental is always so expensive.
Yes.
But I gave her my
Well.
phone number in case of emergency, and apparently this is an emergency. So.
Yes, I'll be giving her a call later to make sure that I know who I'm sending out there and get her well prepared.
All right. Well, keep me updated on the situation too, and if there's anything I can do to help,
Of
let me know.
course. Absolutely. You know I will.
All right. Well, when you get you want me to get you a box for that?
No, you. By all means, why don't you go ahead and finish it? I'll grab a coffee on the way or something.
Ah, it's okay. I'm just gonna eat this bagel and I'll be done.
Of course.
She still got it. Before you go to your lecture that afternoon,
you decide to pop by Wintercroft Investigations to get that more detailed report on who exactly it was that you sent to Peru. You get there, and there is actually a fax that has just come in with their latest report, stating that Yacumama situation was actually a DJ Yacumama situation, an underground rave scene, and not a cult, it would seem. Had a bit of a natural disaster incident, but they seem to have had it handled, and will fill you in on the rest when they return to the States.
Well, as well that ends well, I suppose.
I have a feeling they're not returning to the States to give their full report yet.
Absolutely not.
What does your reply fax say?
I think she will be marking this down, letting them know about a particular situation of missing persons in South America, not too far from where they are. Argentina, I think it was, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ushuaia, Argentina.
Ushuaia, Argentina. She'll note certain things appearing that bear a certain resemblance to some findings from Antarctica in 1930, whatever it was.
33.
33. And probably include some of the, visuals from her own notebooks or something of that.
Those are going to be a little tricky to fax at this moment, but you do have another investigator who's going to be free really soon. You could send her with some... Send them with some stuff.
Yeah. She'll pack up some of those things, and as well as some notes. She'll make some additional notes of the escapades from then.
Okay.
Based on the pertinent things that happened.
Wonderful.
Such as some things that we fixed, and a
you're giving them all that info. Now, these people are fairly sane. They haven't really encountered much of the occult.
Okay.
So, how much you want to maybe make them make a sanity check with this first initial batch of facts is up to you.
Ooh. I think the cipher texts and things talking about Tierra del Fuego would be solid to start with.
Okay, that's not mind-breaking. Yeah.
No. And
Weird
maybe an
language
implication-
artifacts. That's something you could have dug up in Antarctica, feasibly.
Yeah, and an implication of, somebody might have seen a sighting of some kind of thing headed in that direction back then. She's not going to be specific.
You could put those in the emergency case files you send with the later investigator.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah, that'll be stuff that is in a do not open until the goop meter.
Until the emergency meter goes off. Do not open until you can read the meter.
Open when the emergency meter goes off.
The danger detector.
Yeah. She'll give them the full blown notes and the report.
Okay.
Of
In a
all of that.
little sealed red file. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. A only open when the danger meter goes off kind of file.
I'm so here for it. I love that.
That's entirely up to them if they choose to ignore that advice.
I am so here for that. I love that. I cannot wait to see what they do.
Just
you.
give them the means for their own demise.
Thank you for this gift, Jess.
You're welcome.
You have been an absolute delight.
Give them a big red case file, aka a big red button, and try to tell them not to push it.
Love it. What do? Thank you very, very much. Hello and welcome, everyone, to this week's episode of Below the Land of Fire. We are here and we are just so excited to play this campaign. We're gonna go around, we're gonna say who we are, who we're playing, and how do you feel right now after I mean, your characters don't know about the brunch yet, but how did that make you feel? Also, thank you so much, Jess, Little Cup of Joe. You're amazing. We do not have Yutsai with us again tonight, so he'll just have to see this later. Oh, the group will have to catch him up. I'm sure it'll be fine. But we do have Nugatosaurus. Nugatosaurus, one of my favorite people. How are you?
I am fantastic. Bobby May's about to not be. I'm Nugatosaurus. I play Bobby May Dean, photojournalist from New York City, originally from the Deep South. I kind of hate you right now, as much as I love you. I'm not ready for this. As much as I love the horror, I'm not ready for it.
You're not ready for the campaign to begin?
No, not even a little bit.
I told you guys I was gonna start you off in easy mode. Speaking of, but Snow, Lark Gloria, how are you this evening?
That was easy mode? I think I've been just choking on both laughter and fright this entire transaction that just occurred. I'm Gloria Lark Gloria, whatever way you want to call me is fine. I'm playing Irina Zhao, who is currently doing great. She's looking forward to being home. She is a piano tuner and just sound technician. And as for how I feel after that, emotional whiplash, I think, is the best way to put it. Greasy grandpa going, she still got it. I think I choked on water and nearly died on the spot. I don't know if anyone else saw me just.
I saw you laughing. I didn't know you were choking and slowly dying.
I was dying.
It's fitting for a Cthulhu game.
Yeah, and now I'm slowly dying inside because I realized that our trip south to South
Oh my gosh!
America is...
You've captured the essence of Call of Cthulhu, slowly dying inside. I do the slow burn. Some people like to be like, Cthulhu. No, that's not my style. So thank you for embodying it wholeheartedly.
I appreciate the existential dread. Thank you.
Yeah, wonderful. Someone who may or may not appreciate the existential dread. Dimples and Dice, Prince, how are you tonight?
I'm doing pretty good. Teddy, again, will not be. He's not doing very good already. I mean, he sees this thing in his head periodically, and that's no good. It's not good. But yeah, I'm Prince, also known as Dimples and Dice around the internet. I play Teddy Gilbert, former boxer turned bodyguard for Wintercroft, and is dealing with some, consequences of seeing things that humans shouldn't see, and maybe realizing that there's more to the world than he knew, and maybe that's not good. I think he just wants to go home.
Well, a lot of people want to go home, but they're not going to be able to. So last week on Below the Land of Fire, which also, you know where the title comes from now? Tierra del Fuego, where the campaign actually takes place. So yeah, this is fabulous. Last week, they got picked up off of the island of the moon on Lake Titicaca, by the Bolivian Coast Guard. Had to deal with customs. Unfortunately, poor Parker Lee left his passport in his backpack in Peru, so he got held up. Everyone else got interrogated, classic stuff, but they made it through without many difficulties. Just a lot of waiting, mostly. Just so much waiting, and they got through. They had, relaxed a bit. People had not awful dreams the next night that they don't quite fully remember. Since I don't have a cat, I'll have to swirl my glass of wine like a villain. And they sent in their mission report saying, everything's kind of resolved here. It was just a DJ with a cult following, not an actual cult. Nothing to worry about on that regards. We'll give you our full report upon return. Since they hadn't mentioned anything specifically about the cave, it very much implied that they were totally done and just ready to give the more detailed report once they got back to the States, which in a kind of a sense they are, because they just got a fax. It usually takes a couple hours to get a response. This fax took about 30 minutes. It took about 30 minutes to get a response. You got a fax saying, it's giving you, it's labeled urgent. So let me just show that to y'all, and I would love for one of you, or you can break it up if you like, it is a bit long, to read it out for me. So let me show this to players. There's your fax.
All right. Do we want to split it up? Do we want to read? I don't mind reading. It's up to y'all.
There's a few paragraphs if y'all want to alternate.
Okay,
I'll even read. I'll read one of them. I'll read the first one, and y'all can each get one after that. Then how about that?
perfect.
Good work, investigators. Congratulations on solving your current case. I'm afraid your full report will have to wait, as we've had an extremely urgent, high-priority case come in. As you are the only agents Wintercroft has in South America at this time, we need you to go to Ushuaia, Argentina, and meet with Heather Slazowski at the Hotel Villa Brescia.
Villa Brescia. Eccentric millionaire Jack Graham has funded a not yet finished TV documentary. Why can't I get Bobby's voice right now? Documentary. Thank you.
Just think real Southern thoughts. Is that helping?
I just gotta think real
There you
Southern, and I gotta talk real Southern just for a quick second. There we go. All right. Which focuses on the mysteriousness of Tierra del Fuego. Apparently, during the filming, 4 people went down in a mini submersible research vessel and have not been seen since. While this in itself is concerning, other disappearances have been happening in the area, and some of the artifacts and other things that have been popping up are equally distressing. Some of them fear uncanny. Is that Bear, thank you, B. Some of them bear uncanny resemblance to certain things that myself and my fellow co-founders discovered on an Antarctic expedition in 1933.
All right. Among the artifacts we found were green soapstone saws with strange writing we dubbed Elder Cipher. I've included some examples in their translations for cross-reference purposes. We also spotted signs of creatures headed in the direction of Tierra del Fuego from Antarctica, but the situation at the time did not warrant follow-up.
Just yoinking it from him and just like, I'm also arranging for another investigator to bring you more materials, equipment, and to provide assistance as soon as possible. Thank God for that. Please send a fax upon arrival to confirm you have met up with Heather. Also, send daily updates rather than following the usual protocol of checking in when you have a big update. Professor Lena Griffin, co-founder of Wintercroft Investigations. Oh.
Great.
That sounds
So
like
we're not going home.
Looks like it.
Yeah, I don't think we're going home, y'all. God damn it.
I mean, unless you want to take it up with the co-founder.
No, I mostly just want to get away from here. Home would have been best.
I don't understand. What is this Elder Cipher and
Yes,
signs of
pages
creatures?
2 and 3, aside from the cover page on the fax, show it's not great because it's a fax machine. It's a little blurry. It's kind of like, like a really bad scanned copy. You see little dot matrices, little conglomerations, usually variants of 5 dots arranged in different patterns with words underneath. There's about 2 pages worth, giving you vocabulary of a couple hundred words.
I don't recognize this language. Do y'all recognize it? And I'll just kind of like show the papers.
Actually,
Pass 'em
Bobby
out.
May,
Oh.
could you please give me
Shit.
a power check?
All right, I can do a power check first thing in the day.
Thank you. First roll game tonight, y'all.
Let's see here if my
I saw this one
character
coming though.
character sheet-
Bobby May, power check? What a surprise.
Totally unexpected.
Who got the short straw of
Never
the one shots? Oh. But who also loves pain? Oh.
Hey. What? Okay, I don't understand what's happening. Why?
Is your sheet on edit mode?
Oh,
Or
no.
you-
There was another. Yeah, I think I accidentally made another character.
Somehow you did.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I
delete.
don't know how I did that. Sorry.
You were intro. Goodbye. You don't need to be there.
Yeah. Powered. That is a hard success.
Hard success. All right. Yeah. You don't recognize it, but you've seen it before. You don't know where though.
Okay. Yeah,
put
I
your
don't
finger on it.
recognize. I
Mm,
don't
it's
recognize
weird.
this language, but I mean, don't call me crazy, but I've seen this before. I don't know where, and I cannot put. I'm drawing a blank on where I've seen it, but I have seen this language.
Spoons, maybe?
Well,
You keep
I don't.
whispering
Why would I
about it.
see something in spoons?
I don't know.
I mean, maybe, I guess. I remember having a very pleasant time there. I don't remember any strange eldritch cipher words.
Elder cipher. We're not
Elder
taking
cipher.
language yet.
Sorry. Elder. Yet. Jesus Christ. Elder cipher.
You
Mind if
do
I have a
know
look?
that Professor Lena Griffin is an archaeologist, so this could be something really, really. It's probably something really, really old. Hence the name Elder.
Old.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
What else could it be?
Yeah, she's like, well, maybe she saw it through photography. Mind if I have a look? Or,
Through my what?
I mean,
Through
aren't you a... Don't you do cover news?
Yeah.
Maybe you saw it there. Mind if I... She's like trying to crane and it's like,
yeah.
ah,
Oh yeah, no, here you go. Yeah, I'll hand them over to you.
thanks. Let's have a look here.
I suppose I could have maybe seen them while I was covering a story or something, but
You've done a couple
I feel
of
like-
covers at museums and that kind of thing.
yeah. And I've done like articles for like, what is it? The World News, the
Weekly
tabloid
World News.
Weekly World News. I've done articles for them.
That's
so
like
maybe
the,
there's something
the
for
80s
them.
equivalent of the Onion. I looked it up.
Yeah.
The Onion was not around in 1986. I was going to make an Onion, but I can only make Weekly World News. So.
Alas. So, I don't recognize anything, right? Because I haven't come across the Eldritch the way that Bobby May
Elder
has obviously never...
Cipher? Yeah, no,
Sorry.
no. No, what's your Cthulhu Mythos
Eldritch
score?
cipher.
It's not Eldritch Cipher. It is actually Elder Cipher.
Okay, so
Um,
my Cthulhu Mythos, it is a whopping 0.
Oh, yeah, you don't know this. Never seen it before.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm very good at this, guys. Yeah, she just
Bobby May,
looks at it.
what's
she's
your
like,
Elder Cipher? Or your Elder Cipher. What's your Cthulhu Mythos, by the way? 0?
0.
Make it a 2.
I don't like that, but I'll take it, I suppose.
There you go. Carry on. I'm sorry. Pardon my interruption. Please, go on.
Yeah, I think after I look at it, I was like, well, that's heavenly script to me. Here, Ted, you want to have a crack at it?
No, this is probably about to be some creepy shit. And
I mean-
I've had enough of that already. So I'll let y'all read the creepy shit and I'll just make sure that you don't die to it.
Works for me.
Looks
I
like a bunch of
mean,
dots with
I
words
wonder
underneath
if-
it, like hello, yes, no. Goes on and on and on.
Nope, don't want it. Y'all keep that to yourselves.
all right. She just looks at it.
And, unless nobody can figure it out. If nobody can figure it out, then you show me. But I mean, listen, if you find like a 5-year-old who are still trying to decipher some stuff and they're learning like little puzzles, you can give it to them before you give it to me.
All right.
All right.
That's
Outsource, I guess.
I understand you have strong feelings about this. I can respect that. That is fine.
So when are we getting our tickets?
Let's go now.
Well, yeah, I'm assuming that we'll have to do that, and then we'll just put it on Wintercroft's card because we don't necessarily have the preparation that we normally do.
Okay. And how's
I mean,
Parker doing?
You don't necessarily have that.
Yeah,
I
I'm just like,
came prepared.
Hey.
Parker's
that's
just
very
really
fair.
tired. He keeps nodding off. Like, he didn't sleep very well last night.
Well, at least he's gonna sleep well on the plane.
Snore the whole way again.
That might
Irina,
have
do
been
you
because
wanna-
I gagged him because he was just.
There. Yeah?
That okay? That's fine, I suppose. Do you want to hold on to that Elder Cipher? Do you want me to hold? Who do we want to hold on to it?
I mean, I do have a waterproof like bag that I can put it in and then put it in my backpack.
That would be perfect. Yeah, because my photography bag is not waterproof. Although I should probably invest in that. I feel like, especially
I think that
after
might be a
this
good
trip,
idea.
that might be a good idea. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
we are in a city. Want to have a look around?
That's not a bad idea. We can before we leave, we can take a look if y'all don't mind. Just making a quick stop at like a. Do they have like photography store, like camera stores, like?
Puno, since it is a kind of more of a touristy town. They would have some photography supplies, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, if we could stop at some place like that before we leave, that'd be great.
No problems. Able to get film stuff. You need more film, chemicals to develop it.
Yeah. More stuff. I have my mobile darkroom, so I think I'm good there. I just want to get like a like right now she has like a really nice, it's like really nice leather, like, you know, camera bag. I want to get one like a waterproof camera bag that I can put all my stuff in.
Nice.
I gotta buy another poncho.
You do.
Same.
You do.
My ponchos are all destroyed.
Thankfully, they sell a lot of those here.
Figured as much.
Rains a lot on Lake Titicaca. So.
Are we doing a shopping trip? Is
You
this getting the hallmarks
shopping?
of a shopping trip?
What's best before horror? Shopping!
Shopping.
Because
Of
if
course.
we're doing shopping, I have souvenirs to get my nibblings.
Yeah. You did have that note slipped into your med kit. Alright, so this music's too mellow for a shopping trip. Pump it up a bit. There we go. That's more shopping. I feel like we're in a mall in the 80s or something. So yeah, you all are able to go,
Yes,
to go shopping.
This is very mall 80s. Someone who grew up in this term. Yeah.
This just reminds me of like old dating sims, not gonna lie. Or Tomes. Idle.
I just remember the carpet on the mall like sitting areas.
And the fountains, because they had so many fountains. in
And the
malls.
fountains.
Yeah.
So many fountains.
So many fountains. Yes. So where do y'all go shopping first? Julio is still your driver, so he is more than happy to take you wherever you need.
We're parting ways with Julio. No.
He'll be safer here.
That's very true.
That's true.
Yeah, can we ask Julio? Does he know a good place to find like a photo shop?
Yes, I know a great photo shop. I can drive you right there.
Sure, all right, that would be
It's called
perfect, Julio.
Picks and Clicks.
Of course it is. All right.
He will drive you down to Picks and Clicks, where you see on like a piece of plywood painted a camera and like the shutter going off with the flash.
Here you are.
Perfect. Thank you, Julio. I appreciate it.
Of course, I will wait right here for you.
I will go in and see what I can get.
Behind the counter is an old lady. And she looks at you and she'll say in Spanish, "Welcome to Picks and Clicks."
I'll respond in Spanish. Hi, good morning. Thank you. Hi, good morning.
Good morning. How can I help you?
Yeah, hi, I'm looking for some development fluid and chemicals.
What?
I'm looking for. I need some supplies to develop my photos.
Oh yeah, yes, we have those here.
Perfect. I would like some of those, please.
There's one.
Get
We get the
some.
rest from the back.
All right. Could I also? Do you have any type of waterproof camera bag?
Oh yeah. Now goes off to the back. She's got like the walker with the tennis balls on the bottom. Goes back.
Poor lady.
She comes back with it's got like a little basket on the front. She pulls out some more of the developing chemicals, and like a couple rolls of. I thought you might need some more film too. Yeah.
Thank you. Perfect.
Here's the waterproof bag. You see, it's a camera bag that she has lined with like a gallon-sized Ziploc.
Can I? So can I just get the
Huh?
Ziploc bag? Can I just have the Ziploc bag then?
Oh, the
'Cause I already
liner.
have my-
Yes, it's a very nice waterproof liner. You can buy it separately, of course, certainly.
I'm gonna move that back. I've had it
Perfect.
back for ages. There you are.
Thank you. How much?
She'll tell you a reasonable price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will pay and then leave.
Have a wonderful rest of your day. Please come to Picks and Clicks for all your photography needs.
I will. Thank you.
Huh?
Bye now.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
You did get a little overcharged for the Ziploc, but usually you get the
Yeah.
bite box. So you imagine individual pricing may
fine.
vary. Yeah.
It's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. You were able to get back into the car. She's gone 10 minutes, maybe. The other two of you was back with a Ziploc bag and some chemicals.
All right. I'm good to go whenever y'all are.
I just need some souvenirs.
I know
You know
the
what?
best
That's a-
souvenir shop. They
It's a
won't
good
price
idea.
gouge you. Because you're with Julio.
Thanks, Julio. That
I
appreciate
feel like
it.
they might because we are with.
Shh, don't tell her that.
Bobby does not say that out loud.
Okay. You see, he drives around another part of town. It's not on the square where the arch is. It's a couple streets away. And you go in, and there is a younger guy and like two kids in the store running around. He seems to be sweeping, and Julio's like, Francisco! And he's like, Julio! Oh, you brought guests! Wow! Welcome! This is my souvenir shop. Can I interest you in, we got magnets, we have ponchos, we have some very fine textiles here, tea towels. And he goes through the inventory, postcards, t-shirts.
I guess my sister-in-law would like a tea towel. Just one of those people. Takes one and like, this looks boring enough for her.
It's got like the embroidered designs of like the Uros people on it. It looks very nice.
Actually,
All
she'll
material.
probably like, wait, no, this looks too interesting. Ever puts that back.
We also have wall tapestries. And, what is it you're looking for? Christmas
something-
ornaments?
No, just something for a kid, I guess.
We have little toy boats!
You see, made out of the same reeds as the big boats are small versions of the boats of the reed boats. There's
I think she'll
also
just get
little stuffed llamas and guanacos and all that kind of stuff. They're very cute.
I'm gonna quickly check my own document that I made for my own character because I forgot my own birthday last week.
You
Just
did.
gonna double check how many.
The only person who gave
nibblings
me
I
a
got.
birthday. You've two.
Look at that! You know me better than I do. I'm gonna. Oh my 2 boats, please.
Alright, 2 boats. Same color, different colors.
Different colors. Let them fight. It'll be funny.
Alright, there'll be a red one and a blue one. And the color's just the thread that winds it together, so there you go.
Yeah, they can fight
Two
over
boats.
their favorite color. And I guess I'll get this tea towel. I guess. Thank you.
Alright.
It's not that much. It's pretty cheap.
Anything else?
I actually
Yes.
habla español?
Ah, sí.
And I go, in Spanish, what do you get a random Russian lady that shows up to your house, uninvited, but you have fun, sexy times with?
Bobby made
It's
you
Bobby
Spanish.
May!
You understood
Yeah.
all of this.
Yeah,
Oh, thank
Bobby
God.
who speaks Spanish.
But Irina does not.
Very confused.
Irina has been acting all weird when Teddy has talked about sexy times, so Teddy has switched to Spanish.
That's
So
fair.
Irina
Thank you.
doesn't know.
Thank you for my modesty.
Bobby's
For your
like eyebrow
modesty.
raises for a second.
I imagine
Goes
Bobby's
back to-
just looking
to-
at something and the eyebrows
Yeah,
go up,
she's-
and then she just keeps
She's just
turns towards the Christmas
perusing the
ornaments.
magnets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give her like a look of
I'll gesture like I'll tell you later.
I go, You think,
He looks
He looks and he goes, no. And he pulls out what appears to be some perfume. Some local Peruvian perfume.
Sure. Fine.
It smells different than a lot of the American perfumes you're used to. This one's a little bit more it's got more of a sense of nature. It's got a little bit of it's got some Peru balsam in there, which is kind of a sweet, delicate, warm scent. It smells really good. It's just not, it's a little different than what you're used to.
So it doesn't smell like Titicaca.
No, it does not smell like the lake. But it does smell like some of the markets you've kind of passed through. Like if you go to like the spice areas, it smells a bit more like that. It's got some of those herbal notes. It smells really good. And it's not very expensive either.
Purchase. And do you have a poncho by chance?
Of course! Waterproof or no?
Yes, waterproof.
Okay, because we have a very lovely alpaca fur poncho.
I think that'd be a little hot for me.
Well, it only gets colder the farther south you go. So, you want to stay warm. Poncho's a word. They'll keep you so warm.
I appreciate it.
Okay. Yeah, he has some rain ponchos too. They're all brightly colored. Kind of again with the designs of the local area.
Sure. It says I heart Titicaca.
There is one that says I heart Titicaca.
Well, of course Teddy's buying that one.
That's the one you have to get, yeah. There's also t-shirts that say it as well. If anyone needs a t-shirt.
I need a t-shirt for my brother, thank you.
For
Okay.
Parker.
Yes.
And I buy one in like the brightest color they have
They have an orange.
for Julio.
He will be super touched by this orange.
And I
neon
sign it
orange.
for him.
Oh my gosh, you made a friend for
Teddy
life.
the Terror Gilbert.
Wonderful. What color shirt do you buy, Parker?
Probably the boringest color they have. So if they have like a black one, I'll just buy them.
Yeah, like they have like a gray. Like it's really kind of
Sure.
drab. Yeah. Let's get him a gray one. A gray I Heart Titicaca. What about you, Bobby May? Do you pick up any souvenirs while you're here?
I do. I will get a magnet,
Mhm.
like a Peru magnet, and then if they have like a Lake Titicaca one as well, I'll get one of them.
Both. Yeah.
Okay, I will get 2 magnets then.
Mm-hmm.
Much like myself, Bobby May collects magnets wherever she goes.
I do too.
I mean, you saw my fridge last time you were at my house. Like, I have a ton. And then I think she'll also get a rain poncho.
Okay.
And I brought my own.
Do you
jacket
get the
and
I Heart
stuff in my
Titicaca
pack,
rain
so.
poncho or the bright colors, like the
Is
multicolored?
it like what's the most? Is there like a blue or like a purple or something like that?
There's one that's like blues mixed. It's like it's got the stripes, It's very Peruvian. So it's got like the little design, and it's got like the little llamas at the bottom, but it's blue, purple, and like a little bit of black in it.
I love that. I'll get that one.
All right, it's got little llamas around the border.
Perfect. That's what Bobby will get.
All right.
I want a llama blanket as well.
They
Can we get one of those?
have they have llama fur, llama wool. It can be wool, I guess. Llama wool or alpaca wool. They have both. Blankets,
Alpaca.
ponchos, jackets, coats. If it's a clothing item, they probably have it made out of alpaca or llama. It's all very soft, very warm.
Very tempted to get like a.
You do know that Tierra del Fuego is the closest point on Earth to Antarctica. So it's going to be in the highs of the 50s probably while you're there.
Let me just.
I just don't want alpaca fur. I will get something warm. Just not this.
Oh,
Okay.
10 degrees.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I forgot to translate it to our
Oh no,
Canadian
sorry.
sensibilities.
I thought I muted. Sorry.
No,
I
that's
mean,
my bad.
For me, Amir, 50 degrees. Beautiful day. Toss on a hoodie,
Right?
and I'm having a great time.
As
Yeah,
a
no.
Floridian, that sounds perfect.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy myself an alpaca sweater then.
Mm-hmm.
And
They
an
have
alpaca
ones with little
everything.
alpacas on the bottom border as well that kind of matches Bobby May's rain poncho, but in different colors.
So kind
or
of
they-
like Cusco and like Emperor's Groove in the end.
Yes, actually,
Yeah.
you guys were just in Cusco, so yes, picture Emperor's New Groove style clothing, but for this, yes.
Love it.
I will get myself an Emperor's New Groove poncho just because I don't want to get cold, and I'll get my brother a scarf and some coffee beans because
Ooh, yeah.
coffee here is good.
They
Peruvian
do have good
is
coffee,
good.
yeah.
I'm probably just gonna like send this here, like by
A
post,
package, yeah.
in
You
case
can, you
we
can send it back.
die. You know, like all my
You know,
souvenirs.
that's a
would-
good call. All your souvenirs will at least make it back.
Yeah. I might not, but my souvenirs will.
You know, the campaign that preceded this one, as this one is the sequel to Beyond the Mountains of Madness, had a 50% survival rate. So, I'm just saying, there's 4 of y'all right now.
Jesus.
So, I don't know what's gonna happen.
At least maybe 2 of us will die.
You know, we don't know. Everyone could make it. It is a possibility. I'm just
Very true.
giving y'all hints.
At what
happened.
cost?
Sanity.
Sanity.
That's
Sometimes
always
Yeah.
the
it's not
cost.
the worst, and I'm
We
starting to
know
learn.
the answer.
All right. So you get your souvenirs. He actually, if for an extra charge, he will take your gift wrap them and take them to the post office for you, as long as you leave the address.
Take my money.
Okay.
I'm just like, yes, thank you.
It'll be wrapped in like brightly colored tissue paper and packed all nice. Do you want to leave a note in here?
Sure. Which one? Okay, which language are her little nibblings better at? In terms of the 3 languages they would know.
In terms of the 3 languages they would know, well, it's kind of funny. One of them's a little better at Russian, and one of them's a little better at Chinese. They just like, because one hangs out with Dad a little bit
Okay,
more.
just to be a
yeah.
bit more vindictive, then. Which
Your
one does their
favorite
mom not
one.
know?
Oh, which one does their mom? Their mom does not know Russian.
Cool, I'm gonna write it all in Russian. So
Okay.
like, the 2 of you can fight over this. Leave Dad the coffee beans. No one likes them anyway. Unless you become an adult and you're really sad. And
Unless you become an adult and you're really sad. Love it. So inspiring.
Grant's going to the Land of Fire, which is really cold.
Mm-hmm.
Stay in school, behave, listen to your dad.
Won't do drugs.
Eh.
Listen to your dad. Your dad's gonna say don't do drugs, so that's the
Yeah,
same
I mean,
thing.
he
Yeah.
will say do take drugs, though. He is a doctor, just he wants you to be prescribed
Are you
them.
kidding? He's a doctor. He's never gonna say to take drugs. He's gonna say that's fine. Drink some tea.
Oh my god, every person with a healthcare parent. That is exactly what
Yes. Yeah, you'll be fine.
Oh.
So no, it's everyone else who prescribe drugs to, but not his children. Like, no, you're fine. Yeah. Anyways,
An aspirin.
I bring reality to tabletop RPG. You're welcome. Yeah, you're able to leave that. Does anyone else wish to send out mail before, going to the airport, maybe? Wherever else you want to go next? You can shop as much as you want. I don't care.
I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
Wonderful. Love it. So Julio will ask if you want to go to. So where to next?
Well, Julio, I think we are actually going to head out. We have to go down, apparently, to the Land of Fire.
Tierra del Fuego. I've heard of it. I've never been myself.
Yeah. Apparently, we've got an extension of our mission, or like an additional one
Very exciting.
down there. So, I think back to the hotel to gather our stuff, and then we will head on out to the airport.
It would be my honor to drive you back to the airport from.
Perfect. Thank you. We appreciate you, everything you've done
Gracias,
for
Julio.
us.
Gracias.
It's been great.
Of course. You all have been wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Really enjoyed driving you around. It's been my honor to be your driver. He will drive you back to your hotel. You can pick up your things. And Parker was dozing.
Sleeping.
Yeah, he's still really tired. Just weirdly really tired. So weird. Doesn't say much. Gets in the back of the car, and Julio will drive you to the airport.
All right.
Drive to the airport. He will drive you to the Puno airport, which is a lot smaller than the Cusco airport, but you can get a connection. Unless you want him to drive you to the bigger airport. It'll take about 4 hours, though.
I'll take the plane, thanks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait for the
4 hours,
drunken
nah.
pilot rolls again.
Yeah.
God damn it. I forgot about that.
There wasn't a law against it for another 3 years. Especially not overseas.
Dear Lord.
Alright, so.
Speaking of drunkenness, I'm gonna just give Julio like a bottle of wine once we get there and say nothing.
This is for me. See a tear roll down his face.
After you give him the bottle of wine, I bring out the t-shirt. Julio, I got something for you, brother.
So many gifts. It's like it's my
Julio
birthday.
Armano.
This is more gifts than I got on my birthday.
I signed it for you.
Jesus Christ.
I will never wash it.
You should probably wash it. That's unsanitary. That's how you get sick.
I'm going to frame it and put it on my wall.
That's fine. That's okay. Sure.
Thank you very
This
much.
poor man.
It's been an honor driving you. Take you to the airport now. Drive you to the Puno airport. Which is actually outside of Puno, like 45 minutes west, because it's kind of hard to land like right on a lake, flooding, all that kind of. They just built it out a little ways.
Fair.
And you get to the airport, and there is a lady there at the desk who does speak English. She's like, hello, how can I help you? Tickets to where?
We are looking to go to Tierra del Fuego. Is that how you pronounce it?
That is an
Tierra del
area. Do you have a
Fuego.
city in mind?
Did they give us? Yes. Vacavia? Voskvaya?
Ushuaia.
Sorry, it looks like a V. Ushuaia, Argentina, please.
Oh, Ushuaia. Yes, very small town. Yes. Oh, I did not mean to push all those buttons on accident. Let's see. It looks like you're going to have to have a layover in Buenos Aires because we just don't do direct flights to Ushuaia.
All right, that's fine, I suppose.
How many
That's
tickets?
about what I expected.
4, please, for the 4 of us.
Passports, please.
Over.
Do you all have visas for Argentina?
No, we don't, right? No, not at this time. No, we do not.
I see. Interesting. Well, it looks like that's going to be an additional fee since we're having to expedite your visas.
That's fine.
I'm guessing you're going to want to go on the next flight. We have... Let's make a roll. We do have some seats available.
Great.
Okay. They're not all together, though. Is that all right?
All right.
Sure, that's fine.
I don't have your seat assignments from Buenos Aires to Ushuaia, but here are your tickets, and it very slowly prints out tickets from here to Buenos Aires. Do not lose this piece of paper. It is your entry visa to Argentina.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just gonna wad that in my path, like
I just
passport and
just
act-
Whoop.
Smart, but it'll get boob sweat.
I mean, I suppose it's not too hot down here, right? So
Yeah, that's
No, it's like 15 Celsius right now. It's pretty chilly about like Titicaca. It's just
as long as we're
colder
not running.
in Tierra del Fuego.
Yeah, as long as we're not running anywhere, it should be fine.
All right. You'll have a 45-minute layover in Buenos Aires. Hope you have a safe flight. Your plane leaves in 20 minutes.
Thank you.
Terminal 3.
All right, thank
I hope
you.
your day gets more exciting.
You and me both.
I love them. We head out. Because we have 20
head
minutes
out.
to get through security.
Yeah, you have 20 minutes.
I
to
mean,
get through
not that
security.
there's there's security.
Not nearly as much, actually. No.
But it's
yeah.
not like today.
It is not like today. I can only imagine. What if I had been like flying?
It's been wild.
I was
A
too young.
lot of smoking, right?
Oh
Mhm.
yeah,
Just
you can smoke on the
remember-
plane. Yeah.
Remember, like, going to the airport and watching people leave? Like,
Mm.
actually going up to the window to the gates
Yeah.
where they left
Mhm.
out at? Yeah, that was a thing you used to be able to do.
Yeah, I remember like going with my parents to like drop off family members at the gate.
Yeah.
Granted, I
You could
was
bring
like
food and
5,
water.
but-
You didn't have to have little tiny bottles for
Y'all are-
everything.
Y'all are telling me about this like other world. That is insane.
I've seen it in movies.
Same.
I didn't fly anywhere until I was 21, so yeah.
I didn't
I
fly
was-
anywhere till I was 21 either, but I'd seen enough of it.
Mhm.
I was a military brat, so I was at the airport a lot, unfortunately.
My uncle used to work for an airline, so
Mm.
I got to see a lot of that.
I was also
Cool.
a military brat, but didn't fly anywhere.
It didn't go anywhere.
Anyway, we just stayed at home. We were like, bye, Dad. You know, your army.
Nice.
We don't get to see you go. Anyways, yes, you get on. You get to it. You've got 10 minutes to spare. They've started loading the plane. It looks like mostly business people going to Buenos Aires from here. A couple families, but mostly business people. Lots of power shoulder pads on this flight. And you know, y'all aren't terrible seats. You know, seems like mostly aisle seats, which actually isn't that bad. You know, you're not the middle. None of y'all have middle seats, which, you know, at least the flight scheduler lady did that much for you. Yeah.
Thank
Let
you.
me roll to see if your
lady.
pilot's sober.
Peace.
Somebody over here is gonna have to stay over here with snores.
Yeah, you hear
No.
him several rows away snoring. Your pilot's not sober, but he's not wasted. He's a little buzzed. He's got a nice buzz going on.
All right.
He flies fine. He's okay. The flight's pretty
All right,
smooth.
good.
You get to Buenos Aires. A few hours. It's not that bad. You land on time, so you don't have to rush between your transition between this plane and the plane to Ushuaia. It is the only plane headed to Ushuaia today. You got lucky and you left early enough that you were able to catch it. It will be arriving at night, though, on dinner time. Oh, Morty. We are so easily distracted. We're all cat people. Anyways, cats. And yeah, let's see about this pilot. He's also a little buzzed, a little tipsy, a little bit. Maybe slightly more than the last guy, but not by much. Let's see how your flight is. Ooh, this is a bumpy flight. It's a bit of a bumpy flight. It gets blamed on turbulence.
Hmm.
Sure it does.
None of y'all are pilots though, so you might not be able to tell. But there's like one business guy who looks like more nervous than he should.
I've flown significantly.
Oh, that's
being a
true.
boxer and all.
Yeah, it feels kind of like turbulence.
Hmm.
Little jerky. Side to side jerky. But you are able to land without incident by 1 point. So, you land in Ushuaia. Ushuaia, Argentina. Very small town in Argentina. In fact, let me pull up some fun facts about Ushuaia. No, I didn't. There we go. Fun facts about Ushuaia. This town, not very big, maybe 30,000 people. Maybe. It's barely a city. Small airport. Lots of docks, though. Lots of docks. You imagine there's a good bit of fishing that goes on down here. And you actually see a seaplane as you come in. There's a seaplane at one of the docks. It doesn't look very busy. It is autumn. It is well past the tourist season for here. Not that actually, there's not really much of a tourist season in Ushuaia at this point in time because there's not a lot of cruises going to Antarctica at this moment, which is where a lot of them leave from today. As it's the southernmost point. It's pretty chilly outside now that it's nighttime. It's probably about... Hold on. I'm gonna do this for you. Also, because it's in South America, it should be in Celsius. It's about 2 degrees Celsius, which is about, 35, 36. Above freezing, but pretty decently chilly outside. And there is a couple of taxis out front of the airport to take you to hotels if you want one. The predominant language in Argentina is Spanish as well, so Bobby May and Tenny, you just have to deal with different accents, but you should be able to make your way around.
Okay. I will put on my jacket before we leave the airport.
Mm-hmm.
Bobby's got one of those leather jackets that are hoodie hybrids. It's got not fleece, but you know what I'm talking about.
The big collar.
Yeah, big collar, and then it's got a fabric hood and cuffs kind of things.
Mm-hmm.
It also has some inner pockets where she has stashed some more discreet cameras. She's got 2 of them. On top of her main camera, just because she typically wears this when she's doing more discreet photojournalism.
Yeah. Is it? I'm sorry, I have to ask because it's ladies. Is it also a windbreaker?
I mean, she's from New York. I imagine it gets cold, so
yes,
probably.
Yes, it is quite windy here as well, actually, since you were on the coast. The southernmost coast. Aside from the Antarctic coast, yeah.
And then yes, I imagine it would be as well.
Rocking that OG goose down coat.
Nice. Yeah.
Feathers kind of poking out the seams. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. Ah, beautiful. Yep, all bundled up and ready to go to your meeting place. Your
I'm so sorry, y'all. I know you guys are doing more lo-fi. I'm looking fully like I just came from Peru.
Yep.
I love it.
Your little alpaca poncho jacket is adorable, by the way.
I mean, we're not gonna miss our meetup person, so they're not gonna miss us.
No, they won't.
Sorry.
It'll be hard for them to miss you. Parker's got his own jacket. I don't know what it looks like. It looks like something Parker Lee would wear. And you're able to flag down a taxi cab if you want.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hola. Where to?
Hola.
Hi. Yeah. We're looking to go to the Hotel Villa Brescia. Brescia?
Mm-hmm. Puts it in the gear and just pulls off. Starts driving into town. It appears to be in the downtown section of Ushuaia, which is, again, it's not very big. But it's, it's there. It's nice. It's there. There's some restaurants. Looks like there's some stores. There's a video rental store just down the street. Looks pretty popular. And you arrive at the Hotel Villa Brescia, which is still there today. And yeah, let's see. I had a handout. I think I forgot to put it in this game though, but it's fine. Yes. Well, you dropped off in front of the hotel, and the taxi driver pulls away. You all got your bags.
I will lead the way to the front desk.
Mm-hmm.
And let them know that we are looking to meet with a Heather Slizowski. Slizowski?
Yes, Heather Slizowski. The front desk will be like, oh, sure, room 207.
Perfect, thank you. And then before we go up there, I just kind of want to like gather around everybody else. Like, all right, so this Heather is our point of contact here. Do we have any idea how we want to handle this? Like, I don't know what to expect with this.
I don't usually talk to people.
Question.
That's fair. Yeah.
Do we know, the out of character, but do we know this is, the boss's family here?
Let's see. That's a good question. The one West Coast person, see, because Lena lives on the West Coast. She lives in California. Parker, I'll give Parker a check, because Parker might actually know. You three are mostly on the East Coast, so,
I also
Irina,
go
you
to the
bounce
West
between.
Coast.
You bounce between.
Yeah.
Irina, give me an idea check.
Let's do
Which is an
it. Idea
intelligence
check is
check.
intelligence, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
I would know.
Just
I
see
got
if the
brain
name
damage.
rings any bells. There you go.
Yay.
I'm just gonna roll for Parker too, just to see if he knows. No, he does not realize. He doesn't know. He didn't pay that much attention. Yeah, you know what? It's the name Slizowski. You heard it earlier, and you heard it again. You know that, oh, you also did recitals. Yeah, actually, you would know the name Slizowski quite well. There is a Hollywood starlet. Her name is Gina Summers. She is married to a Jonathan Slizowski, who does a lot of networking in Hollywood, a lot of, did some production for a while. None of their children are in show business, but you know a couple of the grandchildren are. Those who are face appearing have taken the last name Summers from their grandmother, but it appears that Heather is more not an actress, but seems to be in the film business in some way. As she still has the name Slizowski, so you're gonna assume this is probably one of the grandchildren. Could be a child, but probably a grandchild. So like a grandniece of the owner, yeah.
She's probably a grandniece. So family. Of the founders.
Oh, like Lena.
Yeah. Slizowski.
All right. I wonder what she was doing with Jack Grimm. That's weird.
That's a whole lot of pressure.
Bobby May, you would know the name Jack Grimm. I don't even have to make a check for this. Yeah. Jack Grimm, eccentric millionaire, has funded many expeditions. He struck big oil back in his younger days. He has funded expeditions to find the truth of such matters as the Loch Ness Monster, Bigfoot, Noah's Ark, and the Titanic twice.
One of these people.
He swears he's the one who found it first in 1983, and has pictures of the propeller. It's 1983 underwater photo technology in the deep ocean, so he does not get the credit for it. Let's just say, if that is indeed the propeller, not just a rock. But he swears he found it. You would also know, because you're a reporter, there's always a bunch of articles about him when he's on an expedition. When he publicizes it, at least, because on his last Titanic expedition, he had to make a decision, you see, because he had bought this monkey. And this monkey could point out on a map where the Titanic crash site was. But the scientists he had hired were skeptical, so the scientists made him choose between them and the monkey, and he reluctantly chose the scientists. And this, my friends, is a real historical figure. I am not making any of this up to this point up. Everything from now on will be made up. But all that information, go look him up. He had H.G. Wells narrate his documentary of his quest for the Titanic. It's on YouTube for free. You can watch it. It's very dull.
Jesus.
There you go. So you would know the name Jack Grimm.
Okay, so I'm familiar with that. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't understand quite how Heather would get mixed up with Jack Grimm. He's a bit eccentric is putting it nicely. Let's just go that way. He gets some crazy ideas and has even crazier methods. So, I'm not surprised that seems to be happening on his photo shoot, his documentary or whatever. We might want to take it with a grain of salt, because he does have some rather large claims out there that don't mean nothing. So he likes to exaggerate. So kind of keep our eyes wide open as we're going through.
So, yeah. This sounds fucked.
Honestly, to me, it sounds like all of our other missions. We're gonna go in there. There's all these, crazy claims about, elder ciphers and creatures from
What
Antarctica.
supposed to do about people who got lost on a submarine?
In a submarine. Like, I don't even like. No, I'm not going under the water.
No. Y'all can't even swim.
No, I can't swim. So, anyway, we'll do some investigating. We'll see what we find out, and then we'll go home.
You gotta make the boss's great niece happy. Who'd have lost her
all we gotta
boyfriend
do
or
is
something like that.
All we gotta do is convince her that everything's fine, and then we can go home. Do some investigating. I'm not saying lie. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying do some investigating, find out some stuff, present it to her in a way that makes sense. That
So not
they're just
lie,
gone.
but we can obfuscate.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'm with it.
All right, then let's go.
All right, you go up the stairs to room 207. Able to knock on the door, and you hear just a minute. And you hear some footsteps, and the door opens, and she's like, yes, hello?
Hi, my name is Bobby May Dean. This is Teddy Gilbert, Irina Zhao, and Parker Lee. We're with Wintercroft.
Oh my gosh, my great aunt Lana must have sent you. Hi, I'm Heather Slazowski.
Hi, pleasure to meet you. I understand you got some missing persons.
Yes, oh my gosh, it's so... Yes, it's very tragic. She looks like she's trying really hard not to, it looks like she was wearing makeup, but, it's got that, under the eye, you know.
Yeah.
Irina, yeah. She's trying to put on a brave face. Yeah, there's just been some, really weird stuff happening, around. Please come inside, though, where we can talk less in public.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, I've prepared some things because my grand aunt Lena said to make a presentation for you guys, like a mission briefing.
All right.
I've not really done that before, but I have lots of information for you guys.
All right. Well, let's get settled and then lay it on us, I suppose.
You see, she has a whiteboard up in her. It's a small hotel room. It's got a queen-size bed, which she has pushed up against one wall. There's a whiteboard. There is an old computer. Well, not an old computer. It's a new computer these days. It's got a computer with that little bouncing screensaver.
Mm-hmm. That never actually touches any of the corners.
Yes. The 30-pound monitor, etc. And you see she's got please have a seat. And she gestures towards the bed, where you can all sit on the edge.
Okay.
All right, so I should give I don't know what my great aunt Lena told you. So if you could fill me in on what she's filled you in on, I'll fill you in on the rest.
All right.
We
Well,
have the briefing, right? That she
yeah, we
sent
have.
us.
You
We
do.
have the
you do have the
facts.
facts.
Give her the facts.
Yeah, we'll hand it over. I don't think. I think Bobby, if Irina's okay with it, will gesture to like keep the Elder Cipher, just because I don't know if she
Yeah.
necessarily needs
Yeah,
to see
yeah.
that.
Antarctica. I don't. Right now, Lana doesn't really like to talk about Antarctica all that much, but apparently she dug up like a big T-Rex there. It was pretty cool. I saw it in a museum once.
Like a dinosaur.
Mm-hmm. Big old, like the big
Yeah.
Love
toothy big
dinosaurs.
one. Yeah. But because she's an archaeologist. But anyways, all right. Let me fill you in on everything else. So, my group. It's not really a group. I've been hired to work on a television production that we're hoping gets aired on PBS, called Mysteries at the End of the World. Because we are in Tierra del Fuego, which means the land of fire, but the locals call this place the end of the world. There's like a sign on the end of the dock and everything. It says, "Welcome to the end of the world." And Mr. Grimm funded this expedition because he thinks that there's some really cool stuff here. I think he said something about underwater ruins, and like just like local history and such. I don't know all the details. I'm the audio tech. I just hook up everyone's microphones and make sure everyone sounds okay. My really good friend, totally not my boyfriend, Tanner Huntington was the main camera person, camera guy on the show. And he went down in a mini submersible with the professor, the mechanic, and the sub driver. We've been doing some shooting in the area for several weeks now, a couple weeks at least. We did some diving at this place called Laguna Esmeralda, where we got some really interesting footage. We had a guy who was our film editor, but it turns out he lied on his resume like a whole lot and wasn't actually editing any of the film. So I don't have a lot of clips to show you because I've kind of had to stop up and try to be the film editor. But they found some like artifacts and relics. They're in like some Tupperware in a different on lockdown right now, but I can show them to you later. Some of them are magnetic. It's very interesting. The professor talked way too long about rocks though about it. And they just kept finding weird things and and just lots of fishermen have been going missing recently. Like boats just drifting around empty or washing back up on shore or just going missing all entirely. Like the mini sub, which is not great. But I just know they're alive still. I can feel it. I know they're not dead yet. And so this seemed like something, because Great Aunt Lana likes to look into weird stuff. So all these things just seemed kind of like a buildup of weird. And I'm starting to become kind of suspicious about Doris. Oh, I'm sorry. Doris is this taxidermied penguin that Mr. Grimm carries around with him everywhere, 24/7.
Wait, excuse me?
Yes. I'm so sorry. I should be providing visual aids. And she flips over the whiteboard. And she has photographs of each of the main players in this tale.
And that's
All
a
right.
taxidermied penguin named
All right,
Dora.
this is so dumb. I will have to show the chat later. I haven't made room for this on the overlay. So y'all will get to see this next week. Maybe I'll throw in the countdown. This is Mr. Grimm and Doris. I swear this will all make more sense later.
I don't. Nothing popped up for me.
Oh no!
Game, roll 20.
Show it again. And also I'm putting it in everyone's journals so that way you can
Okay.
add your own notes to
I
it.
see it in the
Doris is
journal.
staring
What the
into my
fuck?
soul.
Yeah, Doris seems like it always seems like Doris is staring into your soul. It really weirded Tanner out.
What the
No,
fuck is this?
Wearing glasses?
Oh, Doris has a different outfit every day.
And he carries Doris around
Yes.
And talks to it.
yes.
and dresses
He
it.
says she talks smack, but she's a taxidermied penguin, so we know that's not possible.
All right.
All right,
Yep.
so that's who's funding this expedition / TV show. And then
okay.
we have our producer / director, Mr. Walter Thomas. That name's familiar to you, Teddy, because you've worked a bodyguard before. Producer Walter Thomas, he's kind of, let's say, a bit down on his luck lately. He's a little bit, got a reputation of being a little bit washed up at the moment. He's hoping for his next big break, because his last string of productions have not gone very well. Not done very well on television. But here is producer-director Walter Thomas.
All right. Looks like a producer.
Yep. Just let me know if you have any questions along the way. He's, kind of the boss, bossing everybody around. There's his right-hand person, Danielle Sinclair. She's the production manager. She keeps all the cogs greased up real smooth for the show. Let's see. Oh, and then there's me. She points to a picture of herself.
Love it.
Excellent.
Thank
you.
Yes, I'm the audio manager. I just figured, if it's like a case, it should have everybody on there so you could do your whole red string thing. Anyways, and then there's our missing film editor who, again, lied a lot on his resume, and he left a note. He said to people he was going out to get a pack of cigarettes, and he just hasn't been back since. But that's Brian Level. He's kind of a dick. I'm not, really great. I do not like him to begin with.
So, Brian, did he go missing before or after the sub went missing?
After. Then there's our translator, Mia. She comes off as really standoffish, but she's really pretty nice once you get to know her. Because none of our main on-camera people speak Spanish, so we had to hire her. And then there's some people that we've met. That's everyone who came to Ushuaia. Now it's time for more of the locals. There's this pilot we flew out to the volcano of Fueguino. I didn't. The other group did. Flew out to Fueguino, which is the volcano in the area. And they got the pilot of the seaplane, Mr. Pilot Johann Hertz. It's kind of grumpy. German pilot guy says he's not from World War II, but apparently just is the only person who's rented Das Boot out from the video library for weeks now, so I don't know. Anyways, while they were at the volcano, they ran into Dr. Renee Nelson, who's a climatologist, a very fancy science person. And then, while they were there, they also rescued a Chilean fisherman named Mateo. And let me tell you, if I wasn't so into Tanner, Mateo would be where it's at. Apparently his wife just
You
had
were
a baby.
absolutely enjoying this so much, weren't you?
It is scary how good you look as Mateo.
I will have to get these presentable for chat later.
Damn.
And then, you see our sub driver, and diving expert, Wash, he, bruised some ribs, because Mateo got stranded, because they hired him to, carry their stuff up the volcano, because they didn't want to, because they're, old and lazy. Well, not everyone's old and lazy, but some of them were old and lazy. And, while they were there, his fishing boat sent up a flare, and they went there, and it was, sinking, and everyone was missing, and there was blood splatters. So that was that. So they took Mateo back here, and I think he's still in town because he hasn't been able to get back hold of his wife or whatever. But and then there's because Wash cracked his ribs, he did something to his ribs. They took him to Dr. Hurt, who is some British fogey from the Falkland War who just found a local girl and and that's all the major people I can think of that we've interacted with, aside from just the regular film hands and crew and stuff that don't all exactly have NPC names.
Oh, all right. Well, first of all, great work compiling this list. That is good. We will need this.
Yes.
Who on here can you mark or circle or like notate who is missing? Which one of these peoples are missing?
Right now it's just Brian. The 4 missing people are Professor, our mechanic, our sub driver, and Tanner. I mean our camera guy.
Tanner.
I
Brian.
actually have and Brian, but he left afterwards. He didn't go out in the sub. I actually have their interviews edited if you wanted to like see.
Yeah, no, that would be perfect.
Okay, I don't have all the equipment because again, I'm having to step up as video editor, so you're gonna have to watch on my monitor. It's not very big, but I will move it over here. And she like starts scooting things across the room, and I have a link for you all.
Oh,
As if I didn't have enough multimedia for you already today. Here you go.
Now, I do have a question.
Yes. Have that loaded up and I'll tell you when I click play. Yes.
Yeah. So the player has a question.
Yes.
She keeps mentioning a professor. Has she said what the professor's name is yet?
Yes. She would have said Marvin Howells.
Martin Howells.
Yeah.
Martin Howells. Okay.
I think it's Martin. He'll say it in his interview.
Okay. That's it. That's all I wanted to ask.
See it in the review.
All right. So, if everyone has their link up to the Google Drive, I will let the audience see as well. We'll see you all in a few minutes. I'd like to make a toast to this expedition. Please, I'll give you all a moment to get your glasses. I've been dreaming about this expedition for the past year now, and I'm so very glad to be able to share this experience with you. We are going to discover absolutely amazing things beyond our comprehension, and I look forward to the day when we get to share this reveal, these wonderful new discoveries with the world. To you guys. Could you please tell us your name and role in this project?
Hi, I'm Tanner Huntington, and I'm just the fellow behind the camera here.
My name is Professor Marvin Howells. I am the expert, and hoping that whatever I find down there, that I'll be able to describe it and share it to the world.
Uriah Pendergast, I'm the mechanic.
Hello, I'm Wash Keys. I'm a sub driver. I also a diving expert. I'm licensed-ish. I'll be taking us down.
Wonderful, wonderful. What inspired you to join this project?
I've had the good opportunity in the past to work with Slazowskis, and I've had a few small projects I've done in LA. And when I heard that, we were going out and they were looking for someone to get some footage of an expedition, something that they might find out here, I felt like maybe it was a good idea to step out of my comfort zone and use everything I've learned and have a little adventure, right?
The paycheck.
Well, what inspired me is I was sitting in my car one day and looking out the window thinking, can I keep living here? And a large trailer was passing by me, something on the back, and they had a flap. And so I helped them change it. And I started out talking to the guy like, hey, what's this? And they're like, oh, it's like some new sub out of MIT. And I'm like, I'm a sub driver. And they got somebody on the phone and here I am. So it's just kind of, sometimes life just drops it right in your lap. And, you just got to be willing to be sitting on the side of that road for multiple weeks on end so life can find your lap.
Oh, well, I knew Mr. Grimm from quite a few different expeditions, he went out of MIT, and I've been in MIT for about 30 years. And I think it was the ability to discover something new, something fresh, something that no one else has ever seen before.
Wonderful. Wow. Very inspiring. What are you looking most forward to about this expedition?
Getting paid.
Okay.
I'm not into the science stuff.
Oh, I think what I'm most looking forward to is being able to capture something on camera that nobody's ever seen before. Something, first time. I just think that would be really phenomenal story. I could, maybe tell my kids one day.
Oh, the discovery, to find something that no one has ever seen before, that is probably the most exciting thing. And the fact that we get to test out the newest technology that people at the MIT have been working on.
Yes, the submersible. We're all very excited about that. Speaking of the submersible, are you looking forward to going down in it?
I am. I haven't had a chance. I have seen it being tested a few times in secure locations, of course, but I haven't actually been in it yet. It's actually one of the things that I drew me to this as well, to be at the forefront of new technology and discovery. It's, for someone like an aging professor like myself, it is rather exciting to be at the forefront.
What's going down there, by the way?
Well, to be honest, have you ever been in a sub? It is compact. There is not a lot of room. So I'm actually wondering who out here is going to be in this thing with me and how long it's going to be until they freak out.
I don't know actually if Mr. Grimm or Walt has told you this yet, but you're going to be the cameraman that gets to go down into the submersible when it's time. Are you looking forward to it?
Going down, actually in the
sub.
submarine.
Yes, in the sub, the mini sub.
Oh,
Vessel.
Don't you have to have some kind of special training for that? Do it?
Oh, not for camera crew. No.
Oh,
I'm sure
hey.
Mr. Keys will run you through everything safety wise.
If you've never seen the movie Das Boot, it's a great example of life in a submarine. It's actually one of the most since Run Silent, Run Deep, that is, since that was the gold standard up until Das Boot. But I digress. It can be harrowing.
Well, I certainly hope there's not too much harrowing-ness on this expedition. With you at the helm, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Should be.
What are your first impressions of Tierra del Fuego and Ushuaia so far?
Well, I got into a fist fight trying to get my bag, so pretty good.
Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah, it's not like anywhere else I've ever been. The people are so nice here, and there's so much culture. I wish I had maybe had time to kind of study the language a little bit more, but everybody's been so kind. The food here is amazing, and the temperature is actually really nice. I was worried, being this far south, it might be cold, but it's really lovely here.
It's great. It's absolutely great. I mean, come on, free food, free booze. I get to sleep in a bed. I'm in heaven right now.
Oh, it's a very charming and beautiful place. I haven't had too much time to explore the local place yet. We've had too much busy work, as you understand, in preparation for such a thing. But I look forward to doing so in the future.
So yeah, that's the that's from our first night here in Ushuaia. We had like a big everybody get to know each other party. We did interviews. So that's kind of like basic information about them.
All right. Great information. Nice seeing their faces. How long ago did they go missing?
2 days.
2 days. All right. And do you happen to have another submersible? How do you intend us to go looking for them?
Well, okay. So the thing is that like things have gone missing, but I don't think they're just sinking, because like wouldn't something wash up ashore eventually, right? Like bodies at least?
Not necessarily.
I thought that's how it
depending.
worked.
No, so
movies.
depending on how is
So-
this something Bobby would know? Bobby doesn't know submarines. I have no idea.
Bobby, I don't think you need to know submarines to know that metal things sink in the ocean.
Underwater.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
but they
isn't
had
that-
enough air for a few days, so they still have enough air as of like right now.
I mean, if they were crushed and
Why would
like,
they be crushed?
imploded.
Like, okay, so
Because
Raya is
water
a great
pressure,
mechanic, and he made sure
heavy.
that it was like tip-top shape before they went down. And that's all, and that doesn't explain all the other weird stuff that's been happening.
What is the other weird stuff?
Okay, I don't have it all fully edited yet. Okay, but I have some footage.
Can you just tell me before I walk into this blind?
Okay, yeah. So, our next day of filming, we went up to Laguna Esmeralda. It's the Emerald Lake. Lagoon? Anyways, it's a really pretty body of water, up in the national park a ways. And Tanner and Wash went down diving to look for artifacts, because a bunch of artifacts have been like washing up on the shores recently. They hadn't for like a really long time, but recently like a bunch have just been washing up. And so they went down and they dove, and it was really clear under the water, and they saw this like circle of black sand, and they found some like artifacts in it, like a pottery shard. We have it's in the Tupperware in the oven. I can go. And like these little magnetic figurines that we believe were part of the cultural artifacts of the original inhabitants of Tierra del Fuego, the Selknam tribe, the local population, which are pretty much, because there was kind of a mass genocide at the turn of the century. Because, Spanish. But like they don't have a lot of artifacts that they left behind, and so for a bunch to be washing up recently, I thought it was kind of interesting. That's part of the reason we brought the documentary down here. And so they dug up a bunch of these artifacts and they got on film, and Tanner said he felt like a weird magnetic pull towards the black sand. But like Wash just made him come up instead because he's the diver instructor. Dude, like and there was like a train station nearby that was supposed to be like defunct, but appeared to be operational. So that was interesting. Oh, and Araya found this like backpack of like artifacts and like archaeology tools. I recognize them because Grand Atlanta has them. Like hidden behind some bushes at the lake too. And that's just like the beginning. Again, and then there's all the boats going missing. And none of the locals, like Danny had a really hard time trying to get any. We're trying to do like a feature on the Silknon, because there's a couple, descendants left, but none of the local ones would talk to us. They had to go find some up in Buenos Aires to do some interviews. Also, there's been a couple times where like notes have been slipped on our doors saying like "Get out, you're not wanted here," that kind of thing. So, it's just been weird.
So it's not exactly been hospitable to the strange white people that showed up.
No.
That absolutely makes no sense.
The guy ranges in the background like,
We're just like we're not
Okay.
trying to be. We're trying to like get more exposure because they're doing a political movement. They're trying to get more rights for the locals, and so we were going to do a feature on that to try to raise more awareness for it. But
Yeah,
no
you
one
have the
talked to
guy
us.
walking around with a stuffed penguin who's talking to it and dressing it up.
Oh, he's not the one. Danny doesn't allow him to talk to people about the film stuff.
All right, sure. Yeah.
She says that
yeah,
Doris
sure.
is might intimidate people, and he agreed that Doris can be very intimidating.
All right.
I just lean over to Irina. These people dead. They so dead.
But
Yeah.
like kind of cycling back to the how do you intend for us to find them? if they're underwater.
Okay, well, I figure, like, if you, like, trace their footsteps, maybe you'll find out whatever weird stuff is actually happening here. Because, again, I don't think they're
Trace
dead.
their footsteps if they're.
Yeah.
Just
Like-
show us
like-
what you have.
Okay.
Yeah, please.
Okay, I feel like
Footsteps in water.
maybe, well, no, not like specifically their footsteps and the submersible, like, on this, like, whole thing that we've been doing so far. Because I'm not an investigator. I tried. It didn't work out. Apparently someone in the film crews killed somebody, though. That's, like, the rumors going around.
What?
What?
Yeah, no one will give me any names, but I hear them whispering
Talk about
like...
burying the lead. What?
Oh, I'm sorry, everything else just seems so much more pressing than that.
A murder is less pressing?
Okay, like, not recently, but, like, a while ago. Like, they has, like, someone's got a
they're-
reputation of, like, having killed a guy.
So they were convicted?
I don't know. They just said, I just heard someone like, oh, don't bother. I heard he's killed a guy. Like, that's all. And then, like, they saw me walking and then they just stopped talking. I haven't killed anybody. It's not me.
No way. You
Very
absolutely look like you
convincing.
can murder someone.
No, I've never. I even thought about going vegetarian, but I just like hamburgers too much.
Fair. Made dumplings.
Okay, but if you want to see, like, some of the weird stuff that we saw, again, it's not fully all edited yet, but I have like 30 seconds of footage.
Okay.
Alright,
Or
let's have a look.
Okay. Paste.
Nope.
Haha, I will do that. I thought I enabled that. My bad. Let's click the right button. Anyone with the link. There we go. That one should work. Woo, 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 woo.
yes.
How was it down there? What did you see?
Well, I mean, it's actually pretty clear, which is kind of weird. It was like a circle of black sand, like a definite border of different sand. See the line between the sand? Like, look when my hand goes through it.
'Cause that sounds very unusual.
Again, there's more. I just haven't been able to edit it all. A lot of raw footage. Hours of raw footage.
Right.
Is this black sand thing familiar to us in any way?
It is not. I mean, you've heard of, like, black sand beaches.
Sure.
So there's, like, a whole bit about where the doctor goes on and talks about rocks for like 45 minutes. I really need to edit that down. But he said that the sand was somewhat magnetic because it wouldn't pull past, like, that's why it was able to maintain such a harsh boundary.
So it's just what, magnet shards at the end there?
Maybe?
Like magnet bits?
But sand.
Yeah.
Let me go get the artifacts that they found from the sand.
Yes, please.
She
We'll wait here.
she tries to sneak out.
Yeah, as she like
Heather.
kind of sneaks out and stuff, I just kind of turn to the rest and just like, how much do you want to bet something, I don't know, opened and that's been releasing the artifacts, and then people are being drawn in by the weird magnetic sand.
What? No, I think the sub just exploded. It sank. It exploded. It's gone.
Imploded.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I
That's my. Everything else is just
Just
weird stuff that sometimes there's stuff happens that you can't explain, and sometimes
Well-
that's weird black sand underneath the water.
maybe that weird black sand has something to do with the implosion. I mean, a
But
sub's
it's in
made
a
of metal.
lake. It's different water, right? Because lake versus ocean.
Yep.
yes.
But apparently similar artifacts have been washing up from both the ocean and
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because they found the backpack by the lake, I think.
mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I guess we retrace these people's steps, go everywhere they went, and then that. I mean, we can't give her any more answers than that. We don't have a submarine to go down underneath after them.
Guess I can dive down and look at this sand potentially. Since none of you others can swim.
You are the only one who knows how to swim. That is correct.
Maybe they should have chosen people for their ability to dive rather than proximity.
Maybe your
to this
backup
boat.
can swim. We'll have to see once she makes our character sheet.
Do you think additional materials would involve another submarine?
You do know that one of the founders of Wintercroft Investigations, there was Baxter, Lena, Acacia Lexington, and her husband Ash. Those 4 people. Oh, and Lena's husband, Lawrence. Those people. Oh, and Hayden. 6 people. There's 6 people who founded it. Okay, survivors from the original game. They, one of them, Miss Lexington, Miss Acacia Lexington, is an eccentric billionaire in her own right. Inherited a lot of money in the 20s and has invested very wisely. If anyone was to have a submersible lying around, it would be her. And she has been known to loan stuff of equal or greater value to Wintercroft for things. It's a possibility.
Yeah, as I
she's
think
super
about that, I'm just
French.
like, great. You think we're gonna end up like that one day? I hope not.
No, I'll probably
Might
die
have
before
to
that.
Quit Wintercroft before any of that
By
happens.
dying before then, I mean on just an epic bender, because I'm tired of dealing with like kids and spooky shit and other stuff, and so I just go all out.
Respect.
I wouldn't mind take that as advice.
I'll play your music in the background, I reckon.
Thank you. Right.
A few minutes later, Heather sneaks back. She actually rolled a really good stealth, so you don't hear her coming. But the door opens. Whoosh, she closes it behind her. In her hands, she has some Tupperware. She's like, "Okay." So she very carefully sets it down. You have to put on these gloves. She hands like little cloth gloves to everybody. Great, Lena told me anything. It's that you can't touch artifacts with your bare hands. And she'll open up the Tupperware. And inside you see a pottery shard. About this big. And small black figurines, which are all kind of magneted together. There's like paper, like tissue paper, like dividing them, but they're all stuck together through it. The pottery shard has a large triangle on the middle of it with a 5-pointed, like a star on top of a barrel on top of the triangle. And then little, like, stick figure humans all, like, going up toward, like, gesturing up as if gesturing, like, ta-da, or worship. You're not an archaeologist, it's hard to say. But, like, gesturing towards the large triangle on the piece of pottery.
All right.
Have we seen anything like this triangle before?
I mean, maybe you can make me like a history, anthropology, archaeology check. You can mean there's lots of triangular shaped things.
I'm just, give it a shot. I didn't expect that I would do well, but
You never know. You never know. Look, I have rolled successes with
hey, I
worse odds.
shot my shot.
That's the beautiful thing about Call of Cthulhu, is there's always a chance. There's always a chance. Yeah, lots of things are triangular shaped. Mountains are triangles. Ice cream cones are upside down triangles. Party hats are triangles. Volcanoes are triangles. The letter A
Some boobs.
is kind of like a triangle. Some boobs. Could be a giant boob. Yours is at Lake Titicaca. Yes, I mean, weird, stranger things have happened.
Out of curiosity, the way that the figures kind of like lay and with the triangle, does it at all kind of, in terms of positioning and stuff, look similar to something on the land, like a landmark
of the triangle, big triangle?
Yeah.
I mean, idea check, I guess, maybe?
You just hear Teddy go, I got it. Illuminati.
Okay, idea check. Let's go.
Nobody? No. Okay, I guess it's just me.
I mean, get an aluminum foil hat if you're so worried. I mean, mountains are triangle shaped. Volcanoes are triangle shaped. This place is known as the Land of Fire. Could be a volcano. Volcanoes have fire. Well, not this. This place isn't named below the Land of Fire. This place is named the Land of Fire. Campfires can sometimes be triangle shaped.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Yeah.
Hey.
Smokey the Bear is not triangle shaped.
Yeah, but we're also thinking about like the people worshiping something, and she's just like,
It
well,
could be worship. Yeah, that's a good
maybe.
inferral. It does kind of look like reverence. Yeah.
Do you think they're worshiping the volcano?
I mean, that wouldn't be a far off thought that there are plenty of cultures
Well-
that have worshipped volcanoes.
Yeah, they
Vulcan,
think gods
the-
are inside of the volcanoes, right?
Yeah.
And if we're thinking about weird black sand, and
Yeah, this was found in the weird black sand, along with these figurines, and she like pulls apart the magnets, and you see different positions, but the same figure, and like a barrel-shaped body, like a star flat on the top, and like little, almost like penguin feet on the bottom, little bird feet. One has little nubs. One has like almost looks like fins. Some have nubs and fins. They're strange looking. Kind of almost looks like the figure on the top of the triangle though in the pottery.
I have a question.
I might have an answer.
So Bobby doesn't remember this, but do any of these figures bear any similarity to what was it, Yithian?
No. You
No,
know that for
okay.
a fact. These are not Yithian. Somehow you know that for a fact.
Okay. I know the name, but these are
Those
not
were more
it.
those were more cone shaped. I mean, also a triangle, but no, completely different.
Okay.
If you say Yithian, you see Teddy shudder. Just
No. I don't think Bobby says it out loud because I don't think she consciously knows that word.
Mhm.
Because everything has happened in her dreams and she doesn't remember her
I
dreams.
remember
so
like
I don't think
little bits, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think she remembers the name Yithian. Do these figures have any writing on them?
They do not. They're very smooth. Very smooth.
like water smoothed.
Yeah, like water smoothed. They may have had more detail at some point, but they are magnetic. They do all stick to each other. Certain ends don't stick to other ends, much like magnets, but they all do kind of like.
Do these look like alien penguins to you?
Yeah. A lot, actually. Maybe
And
this is all just
that's
like
that's what Tanner pulled up from in the black sand in the lake, and then this box. She pulls open another box. This one has the stuff from the backpack, and you see she pulls open back. There's like a backpack at the bottom, and there's like a sifter and some brushes and stuff. Very archaeology. But then you see a couple of green soapstone stars with 5 dots in a pattern on top.
I recognize those as elder.
That looks a lot like Elder Cipher, yeah.
I'm just gonna pull. I'm gonna just like kind of give Bobby May like a look. Like, can I pull it out?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna pull it out and start trying to match the dots with the soapstone. Be like, which one?
All right, that is wonderful. Could you give me an education check?
Excellent. I'm not real educated, but let's see.
'Cause it's kind of like studying cross or library use, if you would prefer.
Education. Oh hey! I'm good with my education.
Hard
thank you.
success. Very good. Very good. So with a hard success, it takes you a few minutes because again, there's a couple hundred words here, on this list. Some of them are hard to read because again, it was faxed. You imagine you'll get a more clear, legible copy when your backup comes here. Yeah, you're looking, and you're able to find what it says. And what that says, you'll have to wait till next week to find out. Because I don't want Parker, I don't want you to miss out on too much. So we're gonna end it a little early tonight, but I hope y'all are nice and interested in what's going on here, because
Interested
things
and
are gonna
terrified.
get crazy. So thank you all so much. I hope you can't wait to see what those soapstone stores have to say. Next week, so we're gonna go around, we're gonna say who we are, where we can find you, and what your favorite moments from tonight's game was. We're gonna go in reverse order, so Teddy, how was tonight for you?
This was a lot of information to take in. I mean, yeah, it was a lot. Favorite moments was definitely Grandpa sitting there and eating. That was
Jonathan
something.
Slazowski.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Slazowski, for that ethicness. Well done, buddy. Well done. I also have to add the photos and shit that you have of your characters are just wait till you see them, chat. I promise. You will not be disappointed.
I was barely able to get it all into the Roll20 for tonight. So yeah, next week it'll be available for the Twitch as well.
Yeah. In the meantime, I'm Prince, also known as Dimples and Dice. You can find me everywhere as Dimples and Dice. I stream over on my channel 11 a.m. on Sunday mornings for Wild Beyond the Witchlight campaign called Wayward Revelry. We're closing in on the last, I think, 1 or 2 episodes of that show. They're investigating the Palace of Harsh Desires right now, and it has been an experience for them. Good or bad? Knows. But that's been a good time. I'm also going to be a part of Renegade Con on October 6th. You can find me with Jason Carl, Miss Magitech, which is going to be a bunch of people talking about how to storytell for Vampire the Masquerade. So if you're interested in learning how to run a Vampire the Masquerade as a storyteller, come see an award-winning storyteller show you how it's done. So keep that on your calendars, October 6th at 8 p.m. Eastern time.
Wonderful, wonderful, fabulous. Thank you so much. Miss Zhao, how was tonight for you?
Okay, so I think I started on Whiplash. I think I've ended on Whiplash.
Start how you ended up. Ended up how you started.
Yeah, basically that was a lot of lore. I appreciate the food, thank you. Nourishment has been provided today. As for my favorite part, I think Prince is right about the pictures. They were a level that I never anticipated my entire life to see.
If you like that,
next week.
Just wait until you watch Group A, or should I say, Mysteries at the End of the World groups episodes that we have recorded, because those are just screenshots from that session. Those sessions. You're welcome.
Yeah, I did love Group A, B.
Yes.
A.
Y'all are Group B technically, because Group A has to go missing before Group B can find them. But yeah, Mysteries at the End of the World group.
Yes, I did love that little crossover moment. I also appreciate how all of us were like, they're dead. Let's not even bother. Let's just satisfy our curiosity. Go home. That's it. That is the attitude of can-do, go-getter people, and that's what I love about us. As for who I am Loria Lark, or Lark Loria. You can find me on the socials somewhere, or also nowhere except here every Wednesday, usually. And thank you very much for this evening. That was... My neck hurts from all the...
I understand. From all the Whiplash. You're welcome. Someone who loves Whiplash, Nuggetosaurus, Bobby Maydeen, how was tonight for you?
That was a blast. As someone who's played with Lindy for a very, very long time and is very familiar with both her visuals as characters and the visuals that she puts together. I don't know if you guys have ever seen one of her Cultist Weekly magazines, but they're phenomenal. I very much appreciate all the handouts and all the pictures that we got today. I think that was phenomenal. I agree that was one of the favorite parts. My other favorite part was just like our little mini shopping episode, just the very beginning, just getting all of our souvenirs. I loved Irina sending them all off to, her family, because we're probably not going to live.
50%.
50%. Or yeah,
that's the average thus far.
Yeah. And I really liked Julio's reaction to everybody giving him gifts. I thought that was very, very sweet. Made Bobby feel like a schmuck for not getting him anything, but it's fine. I'm Nugatosaurus. You can find me pretty much exclusively on this channel. I'm here. I'm a player in our Mondays in Exandria game run by Deception Check, who and that's our campaign in the Critical Role universe. We are currently in Maquette and trying to solve a framing. I don't know what's going on there. We're detectives. They are in that game too, apparently. I'm also the Gate Master for our bi-weekly Tuesday game, Stargate Flames of Hope, where we currently have Jonathan Fry guesting as a antagonist / potential ally. We don't really know what's going on with that. We were supposed to have game last night, but we had some people traveling, and Michael is still not able to join us yet, so we'll be back with game on the 26th of September. Fingers crossed that everybody can make it. And then, of course, for all the insanity that's going to be happening here, and it's going to be totally fine.
It's gonna be totally fine as the mantra you should just keep telling yourself as you move forward from here on, because now the campaign truly begins. Parker Lee, Yutsai is not here tonight, but his favorite parts was how restful the past, 2 weeks has been for him. Just how calm and chill it's been. That's about to change when he comes back next week. And then there's me. Hi, Laugh Love Lindy. I also have Jess, but hers is recorded and it'll be after mine, so I'm just gonna do mine first. Hi, I'm Lindy, Laugh Love Lindy. This is my channel. My favorite moments of tonight's game. I'm sorry, chat didn't get to see it, but while the videos was playing, all the videos tonight were playing, looking at these three people's faces, Snow in particular had some mighty fine expressions this evening. As I think this is only her second time being subjected to her first time in a long-term campaign with me as a GM. So this is a special kind of torment, because we've been playing together for a couple of years too, but not with me as GM. So there's a special kind of torture. Enjoyment? I don't know. You tell me. From presenting these visuals. My other favorite part was finally getting to reveal to chat Group A, or the Mysteries at the End of the World crew. There's several episodes recorded, and are they alive? Are they dead? If so, how many are alive? Can they be saved? Will any of them be saved if they're alive? These are questions we won't know the answers to until these people get to later on in their campaign. I'm very excited, and as Heather edits more footage from the filming sessions of the film crew, you will get to see more throughout the game. Little clues and things will be dropped down. Oh, Heather didn't even get to mention the best part. I'll save it for next week. Well, not the best part. One of my favorite parts, which you'll find about next week. She'll introduce you to something that they have. It's delightful. I'll save that for Yutsai. I'd hate for him to miss out on it. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate y'all, of course. Basically, Nugget told you everything that is here on the Laugh Love Lindy channel. We'll have aliens at some point again eventually, and maybe some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I don't know. Life's weird. Travis is busy. And I had something else to say. I'm gonna do a little raid. There's some people. I see some people are playing Masks of Nyarlathotep, Call of Cthulhu. I have no idea who they are, but I respect their overlay. And if you know me, I do not say that hardly ever. I'm a very harsh critic of my own work and other people's. So we're going to check them out because they've got a nice overlay. But before I do, I'm going to have Jess give her outro. And thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, have fun and play games. So where can we find you, your illustriousness? One of my surviving players from Beyond the Mountains of Madness. Where can we find you on the internet, Jess?
Where?
Little Cup of Joe.
Beyond the Mountains of Madness, I am on the platform formerly known as Twitter. I'm gonna still call it Twitter.
It's still twitter.com.
Yeah, it's still twitter.com, so fuck
not-
that nonsense.
Exactly.
There, Blue Sky, if you're cool and you got an invite to the club. Threads, kinda. All the socials, I'm Little Cup of Joe. Also Twitch. Also, you can hear me in video games.
Yes, Jess is a wonderful voice actor and streams delightful things on Twitch.
Yes.
Nice otome, if you like otome.
Yeah.
I can't rhyme with
but
that.
yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Those things. If you play Hearthstone or Genshin Impact, you will hear me. Possibly.
Yes, wonderful. Well, thank you very much. We'll see you later.
My pleasure, darling.